Alright guys, so my dog is right here, so if you just hear any weird sounds throughout this video, that's why. What is going on, everybody? It is Jacob here, back with a brand new video. And guys, today I'm going to be bringing a brand new series to this channel. Now basically guys, I fell into the hole of buying comic books every week, and it's really bad, being completely honest, because my wallet needs a break, but oh well. With that being said guys, new comics release every week. For those of you guys that didn't know, they release every week, every Wednesday to be specific. And so guys, I decided, since I like to buy comics every week anyways, I might as well make a series off of it, and let me explain what it's going to be. Basically, every week I will be showing you guys what comics I got and give a little bit of a review on it. And along with that, I will be showing them in order of my least favorite to my favorite. With that being said, not all these comics came out this week. I'm a little bit of like 2 weeks behind, I think. So some of these comics might be old, but let's get into it. So the first thing I got was Black Panther #1. Marvel's doing a complete reset of their heroes, basically. This is Black Panther #1. Personally, I just didn't like it. It felt confusing, and there was just a lot going on. The art was eh. With that being said, I'm still going to read the next 2 copies of this, and then maybe after 3 it'll start to get good. I like to give each story a 3 comic try. But I don't know. It's just, this one's kind of weird. Now guys, the next thing I got was Justice League No Justice #4. And also, as I said, I'm 2 weeks behind, so I also got 2 and 3. Overall, honestly, this was a good story arc. It's just, none of these comics were as good as what's about to come. But I really enjoyed the story. The only time I felt as if it fell was within 2 and 3, the dialogue was very weird for me. It was like they were just trying to get conversations between every character. And it just wasn't working, in my opinion. I felt like sometimes the dialogue felt forced, and I felt sometimes they needed to change that. With that being said, still a good story arc. I know that this is the start of multiple Justice League series to come, which I'm excited for. And, yeah, it was honestly really good. Now, guys, next, actually the opposite of Justice League is Avengers. Again, nothing bad about this story. It's just not as good as what's to come. I honestly really enjoyed this. I thought that it was entertaining enough. I like that it starts out with the big 3. I like the emphasis on the big 3. Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. Those are the big 3. And it's very different because it's not the typical ones we'd assume. Iron Man just got out of a coma. Captain America was all Hydra. And then Thor's just not worthy right now. And so this is an interesting story. There wasn't much of Black Panther and Strange in this one. But, you know. I'm really happy with how they're doing this Avengers story arc. #1 was pretty good. This one was also pretty good. Now, guys, we have Man of Steel #1. It's a new weekly Superman comic. Superman is my favorite DC hero ever since I was a little kid. This toy is from when I was 5 years old. I got this toy when I was 5 years old, and I still have it. Superman, in my opinion, I don't know. I've just always loved him. I just grew up with him. Look, even my pop socket. With that being said, I did enjoy this. I really did. I really like the cover. I just don't get why this is the cover. It makes it look like a Justice League comic, to be honest. But I guess with Superman in the middle, it gives emphasis on Superman. But yeah, it was really good. It embraced what Superman really is, and that's him embracing, like, where he lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how else to say it. It ended pretty well. I like how they're dealing with his family. And overall, I also like the Clark Kent parts. In my opinion, Superman comics don't work, or any Superman story in general doesn't work if the Clark Kent is not done properly. In my opinion, that's why Henry Cavill's Superman is kind of because he doesn't embrace the Clark Kent part, which is really annoying. It's like having a Spider-Man, but the Peter Parker isn't nerdy, like Andrew Garfield. But yeah, overall, this was a really good story. It embraced all of what Superman is, and it was fun. Okay, guys, as I'm looking at this, I didn't realize how DC heavy this is, but with that being said, our next one is Flash 47. This cover looks so good. Like, come on, look at that. With that being said, guys, for those of you that don't follow comics, basically, this is the beginning of something known as Flash War. So if you're a huge Flash fan and are interested in reading comics, I recommend starting here. You'll be a little bit confused, but if you know enough about the Flash, it will be very entertaining. Basically, old school Wally West is going to have a war against Barry Allen. In my opinion, this is the best thing DC could do to combat Civil War without doing something completely the same as Civil War. And honestly, this is very original, because Marvel could never pull something off like this, in my opinion, just because Marvel really likes to vary out their powers. And with DC, there's like 8 million speedsters. And it's really entertaining. I'm excited to see who they bring back. If they do not bring back Bart Allen, wait. Okay, if they do not bring back Bart Allen in this story, what's even the point of this story? Bring back Bart Allen. Alright guys, and number one for this week is something that I was not expecting to be number one. And that's Lando, Double or Nothing number one. Wow, I was really surprised by this story. Basically, I think a lot of it is, with all these heroes that I was reading on, they're all heroes that I already know, and heroes are, to be honest, for a lot of these I was reading origin stories again, which I'm kind of tired of doing, but I just recently got into comics, and both companies are doing a bit of a reset, and so, you know, I'm reading origins of characters that I already know. With Lando, he's a character that I honestly did not care for. I just thought of him as the guy that betrayed Han, and I didn't like him. With that being said, the only reason I got this was because Donald Glover was on the cover, and I mean, come on, Donald Glover. How can he do something like This Is America, which is a piece of art, and then do interviews, and he's a complete nerd? I don't get it. With that being said, I was expecting this to just not, I wasn't expecting it to be bad, I wasn't expecting it to be anything special. It was pretty good. It's because, since I never cared for Lando's character, I never thought about his backstory, and honestly, this gives him a really cool black story. Is that racist? Is that racist? It gives him a very good backstory because it really shows that at the end of the day, Lando does what's best for Lando, and that's what this embraced, and it was really nice to see. But with that being said, guys, that is it for this episode of this series. Video. I'm gonna adjust this camera. Okay, that's good, right? By the way, guys, I got this couch in my office. Anyways, yeah, that's all really I have to say. If you guys enjoyed this series and would like to see more, just let me know. I'm still going to do more, but it's nice to know that you guys like it. Yeah, if you have any questions, like if you're like really interested in like reading up on a superhero and you want to know, just hit me up and I'll probably try helping you. I'm not the best when it comes to that, but I'm pretty good. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any of your feedback. Subscribe for any more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.